Morning. So, I'll wait a couple minutes for folks to jump on, but you may be wondering, why are you doing a live? And the reason I'm doing a live is tomorrow's video, my normal Tuesday video, is the much requested, or I should say somewhat requested, crochet instructional video on how to make the little stockings. And you know what, y'all? I forgot to grab those. I want to show you real quick. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. All right. Oops, somebody jumped on. Good morning, good morning. So I think in my post I had shared these. This is for Fancy Ray and Jolene. And then I made, I'm crazy. I made one for Marigold and I made one for Miss Violet. And we're going to actually make one tomorrow. And since I know everyone doesn't crochet, and it will be a low viewed video probably, in an effort to keep the flow going with my channel, you know, as far as the algorithm, that's the word. Words are hard in the morning. I thought, you know what, I probably better do a live. So if you're on and you can and you want to, say good morning, say hello, like to know who's here. But we are going to talk about something good. So this isn't going to be just a chitty chat video this morning. We are going to talk about some frugal Christmas hacks. Now, why did I choose that topic? Y'all, as a person on YouTube, on social media, what I've realized is, oh my word, it is so easy to be influenced or to be swayed or to feel like you're not enough or you need to do more or you need to top what you did the year previous. And as a person, pardon me, on a fixed income on Social Security, even though I'm mortgage and debt free, I have limited resources. So I started thinking about it and I was like, oh Lord, it's almost Thanksgiving and I don't have my theme, right? Gotta have theme because theme is all about, you know, influencers have themes. And while I have a little bit of a theme, I have adjusted my thinking and I came up with 15 tips that might help you as you go into this holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas or another holiday or you don't celebrate at all. This can be a time of gathering. In colder climates, you know, we're all coming indoors, so it's nice to have some get-togethers and things. And guys, it can get quite pricey. So here's my 15 tips, all right? You ready? So number one, set yourself a firm budget. Now, you can say, I'm only going to spend X dollars, but if you don't track it, then the budget is just a straw dog and it does not really help you at all. So it is important not only to set limits, but also to keep track of that. And I think that's kind of a no-brainer. Make a list of what it is you need to buy, like gifts, or maybe your Christmas lights don't work anymore and you want new Christmas lights, and stick to your list. I think that's hard. Try to shop deals. You know, now that we are in the internet age, for lack of a better way to call it, Black Friday's totally changed. Y'all, for years, I could not wait for Black Friday. You know, get up at 3 o'clock, be at the store by 4 o'clock with all the crazy people. Not that I necessarily even was after something specific, but you usually got free gifts at the door and donuts. And I was like, donuts and freebies, I'm all in, right? But Black Friday isn't the same as it used to be. So many companies, and especially after the pandemic, are doing online sales. Some of them are for the entire month. Some of them are for a week. Some of them extend well after true Black Friday. I have been getting ads for Black Friday deals for a solid month since before Halloween. So don't forget about those. Another idea, if you're going to the store, if you don't do online shopping, shop with cash, leave your cards at home, and I guarantee you won't go over your budget because once you're out of cash, you got to go home. So I don't like credit card debt, but I do use a debit card, but that's still a little bit different than shopping with cash. There's something about handing over dollars, I think, paper money, that makes it a little more real about what you're actually spending. Number 4, y'all don't be influenced by me or by any other influencers on social media. It is so easy to compare. So easy. As I've been planning, because I want to bring y'all some holiday videos for sure, but as I've been planning, I kept feeling like my plan was falling so short of many of the channels that I watch. And guys, I watch young influencers. I watch a little bit of everything because I don't have cable. I don't watch regular television. I only watch YouTube. Yeah, I know, right? And I don't watch that much of that, but I do watch some of it. So what the focus should be is cherishing our memories of the things that we already have. Some of my most prized Christmas possessions are ornaments my son made. And I do have a letter he wrote to Santa, which I'll try to share that in a video, that is absolutely so sweet. He might have been like a kindergartner, just judging by, the writing and spelling and such. So I don't know if you've all heard about this, but there is a viral Christmas tree. Wait, what? It is at the Home Depot tree, and it is viral because it has 2,250 twinkle lights on it, and it's a 9-foot balsam fir. Now, I did look this morning. I saw it for 500, but I've seen 600, so it's probably depends on like how fat it is and how tall it is, how much it is. But you know what, y'all? Next year, that tree won't be viral anymore. And you will have a tree that might be super big and super expensive that you feel obligated to put up that isn't even viral anymore. So try your best not to be influenced. It's okay to get on and to admire others' decorations. And I get a lot of ideas about things I can make rather than purchase by watching different influencers on social media. Another thing, number 5, do you take family photos at Christmas? I know this is a big thing where you got to get all the matchy-matchy outfits, and I'm talking about younger influencers, but maybe you do want a family photo of you and spouse and children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren or whatsoever. Consider taking them yourself. Y'all, it's going to save you so much money. Not that those pictures aren't good and aren't valuable, but with today, we're all walking around with cameras in our hands. Well, most of us are, with our smartphones, and you can take some beautiful pictures. I have not paid for pictures for many, many years for my son and myself, and some of the candid ones are the absolute best. Some of the ones of my mother and I that I took because she was in an assisted living facility are some of the best memories. And I do have an Echo show, and it will play my photos, and a lot of them have been coming up from Thanksgiving and Christmas last year. That was my last one with my mom, and those are so precious, and they were free. So consider that. And as far as the matchy-matchy outfits and got to buy everybody all new stuff, if you want everybody to kind of look the same, tell everybody, okay, we're going to wear black, we're going to wear blue, we're going to wear red, we're going to wear white shirts and khaki pants, whatever. You don't have to make it over the top. All right, number 6, consider using cashback apps. Now, y'all, I've shared Cooper many, many, many times. Cooper works if you're ordering online. And I'm not telling you don't order online, because sometimes the best deals are online. You save gas, you save temptation. Sometimes ordering online is a good thing. But basically what Cooper does is it goes out and it looks for the best coupon deal. And also, if the site is offering cash back, you can get cash back. Y'all, I'm I get a lot of good deals by using Cooper. I will, after I finish this video, I'll link it below. If you use my code, I don't know if I get something or not. Y'all, I'll put it in the description box. I honestly don't know. Idea number 7, consider a handmade Christmas. So this could be handmade from the standpoint of handmade decorations, handmade gifts, handmade food. And we're going to talk about food a little bit because y'all know I like to eat, obviously. But you can decorate number 8 with natural items. You know, I have a 3-story pine tree out front that I can cut fresh pine boughs. I can pick up pine cones. There's all sorts of things you can find in nature to use to decorate your home that are free to you. And I think one of the people who does this so well is Homestead Tessie, because she has some type of evergreen that she cuts a lot of that really looks lovely. So you don't have to go out and buy the latest viral new decor. Number 9, rearrange what you have. So sometimes putting something that you've had for many years in a different place or creating a different arrangement. Oh, hello from Indiana. Tessie sent you here. Well, how about that? I'm glad you're here, Lisa. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have the best eyes. I'll have to get up here because it's itty bitty. So if I have not acknowledged you, I apologize for that, for sure. So rearranging what you have. So I have a lot of vintage decor that I have had for about 20 years. And I love it, and I certainly don't want to get rid of it. But I'm thinking this year I might rearrange how I have it to make it seem a little new and different, and that way I don't have to buy anything new. Number 10, remember that memories are more important than things. So if y'all think back to maybe one of your fondest Christmases, it probably doesn't revolve around what gift you gave. Well, it could if you brought someone immense joy, or what you received, or what new decor you bought. It's the memories you share together with friends and family. And the memories are forever. The stuff is just stuff. Number 11 has to do with our grocery stores, our food suppliers. You know, holidays are big business for any of the grocery stores. Hi, Jill. Oh, hi, Tessie. I've been talking about you. Were your ears burning? I was talking about how well you decorate with what you have on hand, for sure. So grocery stores, they have like all the things, right? So Christmas time, holiday time can be a busy time, especially if you have small children or a lot of responsibility or a heavy workload kind of a thing. So you go in the store and you're like, oh man, they have the already pre-made cheese tray, and it's only $17.99 for this little bitty cheese tray, right? So the grocery stores are capitalizing on our busyness, our need to achieve, our need to outdo, our need to be viral, whatever. So they're having us purchase convenience items. And y'all, cheese trays, fruit, cut up fruit, so expensive. Or the little goodie trays, unbelievably expensive. So I encourage you, first of all, to not feel like you have to have snacks for everything. I eat too many snacks, but the other thing they do, the appetizers in a box. Have y'all seen those? So, okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. I wanted to try chicken wings in my air fryer, and I was lazy, and I didn't want to like go buy the chicken wings and make the sauce and do all the things, right? So I bought a box, and there's like 5 in there. Like, what am I supposed to do with 5? So a lot of those convenience, like TGI Fridays boxes, they are so expensive per ounce for what you get. So try to avoid that, and you're going to find that you have more money in your pocket at the end of the holiday season. Number 12, and it may be too late for this depending on how your family operates, but consider a gift exchange, drawing names. Once my father retired, we went to drawing names in the family and set a reasonable limit, and it was so much more affordable for my parents who were living then on a fixed income. I really don't have a lot of people that I purchase for. I do a lot for my son. I've always done a lot for my mom. I don't have that this year. So consider a gift exchange, drawing names, do the dirty Santa where you can steal gifts. That's fun. And also, if this year feels really lean, you might consider a Christmas fund for next year. Oh, you worked in a deli for 18 years. Holidays were crazy. I bet they were. I bet they were. And I bet a grab bag would be fun. And good morning, Bren. I'm assuming you're Brenda, but I'm going to call you Bren because that's the way it comes up. All right, number 13. Cull your Christmas list. So cut it back, guys. You know, I have a few people who still send like the chatty letter about all the trips they went on and their new boat and all of that. And honestly, guys, that's not what Christmas is all about. It really isn't. With so many people being online, with email, with text, with social media, send them a greeting instead of sending all of that postage. I think stamps are up to like 56 cents a stamp. You know, and for those that mean a lot to you that you won't see in person, certainly you can send a note, a card, whatsoever. But don't just send to everyone that you've ever known. That's for sure. Number 14, outings. How many of y'all get all of these invitations? We're going to meet at Thus and So restaurant. And it can be quite a high-end restaurant that may not fit either with your dietary needs or your pocketbook. Oh, good morning, Julianne. You're catching alive. That is a struggle that I have every year. And, you know, you hate to go and be like, yeah, I'll have a small garden salad and a water. You know, you don't want to seem like the cheap one, you know, in the group. But it can really add up. Eating out has gotten very expensive because everything's expensive, right? So it's costing the restaurants more. Staff is a problem, that kind of thing. Yesterday, I met a very good friend that I hadn't seen for almost 6 months, bad me, for breakfast. Y'all, I got myself a piece of cornbread. The piece of cornbread was like this big. I love me some cornbread. It was $3.25 for a piece of cornbread. I'm like, I can make like 4 batches of cornbread for that. So this year, I'm going to do something different. And I guarantee if you get a lot of those holiday invitations, I guarantee it's going to save you money. Have an open house. Y'all have people bring their Christmas treat, bring something they've made, have a few things yourself, serve some simple beverages, you know, have a pot of coffee or hot tea or water, iced tea, whatever you're, you know, avoid the alcohol thing. I'm not an alcohol drinker, but I know that that can be a big thing at the holidays. Not only do you get to see everyone, they don't have to spend a lot of money, which most people will welcome. And it gives your friends a chance to meet your friends. So it makes an opportunity for people to meet new people, which I think is really neat. If you have family that wants to meet your friends, I think that's also very neat. And then my final thought, y'all, remember the reason for the season. You know, now that I've been doing YouTube, well, this will be my 4th Christmas on YouTube. It's just over 3 years. I mean, the holidays are probably the biggest time of the year for revenue. And I recognize that. However, it's so easy to get so far away from what I believe is the real reason for the season, and that is the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus. So honoring him kind of takes away all that fuss and mess and gotta buy a new outfit. I might have bought a new outfit, but that's okay. You know my love of clothes, right? But really being thankful as we come out of the Thanksgiving season and really creating memories, I guarantee you that is more valuable than anything that you can give or receive or buy at the store. Yes, Jesus is my rock too, Julianne. You know, can I do this without crying? I think I can. Guys, you probably are so tired of seeing me cry. I cry a lot. This year's hard. I wouldn't be truthful if I said it was a piece of cake because it is hard. It's very different. Pardon me. My mom loved to be celebrated, and she loved getting gifts. And one of the traditions we always had was I would buy us matching pajamas. We would take pictures in it. Some of my favorite pictures of her and I. He knows we like, I made us beautiful. He knows we like pretty outfits. He does. He does. I only bought one dress. I think that's pretty good for me. You know, I need it. That's what I told myself now. And I can wear it every year. Um, it is very hard to go into this season without my mom. I wouldn't be truthful if I said, oh, yeah, it's a piece of cake. I don't mind it. But what has happened for me, which I consider a big blessing, is it's made me take a step back and say, what is really important? I don't physically have my mom and dad here anymore. So what is really important is the memories we created. I can't tell you a whole lot about gifts I was given from my parents. I did get a really cool cowgirl outfit when I was about 5, but you know, all of that, like in recent years, it's lost its significance and importance. What I remember the most is the time that we spent together, enjoying each other's company, making memories. So, y'all, if you're feeling the pressure this year to have a viral Home Depot tree, don't feel the pressure. If you really want one and you have the money, I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money, but do it for the right reasons. Don't do it because it's more important to keep up with the Joneses. Or if you're like me, I don't so much have to keep up with my neighbors. I do get influenced by social media. I want to do better than I did last year. I want to outdo myself. So, what are we going to be doing this year? Y'all, I've gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth about I need a theme, I need this, I need that. Pardon me, I'm slobbering now. And I've decided that I'm going to do a frugal Christmas this year. My shopping's done. Y'all, I'm usually done by Halloween because I purchase throughout the year. So now I'm to the phase where I will be making gifts for friends and neighbors. So I'll be sharing that on the channel. We'll be doing some Throwback Thursday holiday dishes so that you can have some ideas for ways for your open house too. I will be doing some decorating. My goal this year is to not purchase any decor. I say that every year, but this year I'm not going to, and to use what I have. So Pinterest has been my friend. I've gotten a lot of good ideas. I do have a Cricut, which is a cutting machine. And y'all, there's so many free things on Cricut. And I have tons of paper. So we'll be making some things with the Cricut. There may be some sewing projects as well. I know it's hard. Cry when you need to. Y'all, if I cried when I needed to, I'd never stop crying, right? And you know how some people are like super pretty criers, you know, their eyes get a little pink and their face gets flushed. Not me, man. I look like Rudolph because my nose gets red and my eyes get so bloodshot it looks like I've been smoking something. So I'm not a pretty crier at all. Aw, Lisa, I'm sorry for holiday without your sister. I'm not buying any decor. Pinky promise. Okay, here we go, guys. Pinky promise. So I am going to do a little bit of a candy cane theme. Yeah. Um, because Cricut has a lot of candy cane projects. Plus, I'm working on a little crochet something that I think might work out. So you're not a pretty crier either. Yeah, back in the day when I used to watch soap operas, when I was younger, I'd see these women and they have these beautiful, eyes with all their makeup on. Their nose never ran and they'd have these glistening tears, and they just look so lovely. Yeah, that's not me. I'm blowing snot bubbles. Okay, that's probably enough of that. So, any final thoughts? I am so glad so many of you could jump on. Any final thoughts before we depart? And I'll have some more frugal tips as we go along. Erica can't. I think you mean can cry in church. Yeah, I cry all through church, just because I'm overwhelmed with the love of Jesus, not because it makes me sad. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry at commercials. I cry over animals. Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Well, not hearing any feedback. Tomorrow's video, I apologize in advance if you're not a crocheter, you're not interested. You might want to just leave it running in the background, just saying, smash the like button. Erica came from a soap opera. Okay. I would appreciate that for tomorrow's video. I'll be back on Thursday then again. I've already filmed tomorrow's video. I haven't done Thursdays for Throwback Thursday. And I'm going to try to shift my focus a little bit, even though I know it's all Thanksgiving up in here, to Christmas. Some decor and also Christmas type vintage dishes for our Throwback Thursday. All right, guys, I thank you so much for your time today. I love getting on and talking to you. I feel like you're all here in my cold house. Y'all, it's cold here. It's like in the 30s. Good morning from Southern Illinois. Thursday, I will not be live on Thursday. Y'all, the reason I don't do my Throwback Thursdays live at this point is because, believe it or not, when you cook, it takes like 3 times as long because you have to pre-measure things. And I just think it would get a little dull on your end. You'd be like, okay, this is a 2-hour video. And so I don't want to do that to y'all. But I try to do lives like every week to every other week. So anyway, thank you all for joining me this morning. Happy almost Thanksgiving. Stay warm. Bundle up. Turn down your thermostat. Y'all, it's a little cold in this house today, but I'm getting used to it. And the girls are out living their best life. They don't mind it at all. All right, guys. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Oh, I never know how to shut this off. Okay, here we go.